Havana, Cuba, the largest city on the island located just 90 miles away from Key West, Florida. It's known for its rich history, culture, vintage cars, and its old colonial buildings. With just over 2 million inhabitants, Havana is both the cultural and political center of the country, serving as the capital of Cuba.
Currently, the island is under communist rule and almost everything is controlled by the state. The government provides the people with free education, free healthcare, subsidized housing, and food rations. But despite these benefits, many people are poor.
Recently, the United States has begun to open relations with Cuba, working to better the economy and mend the relationship between the two countries. This has sparked a wave of American visitors. Just last year, American visits rose 77%. Roughly 161,000 Americans traveled to the island. This provides an opportunity to get a glimpse into the way of life in Havana.
Sonia Estrada is a 64-year-old living in the middle-class neighborhood of Vedado, Havana. Vedado is one of the nicer areas of Cuba. She lives with her son Gabriel and his girlfriend Amalia. Her morning usually starts off by getting ready for work.
When I go to work, I get up early, eat breakfast, and I get picked up. I work a lot. I get to work at around 6 in the morning, and then I come home at 8 or 8:30 at night. I work in a travel agency. Right now, I am working in operations. I sell travel insurance. I rent out buses. I find people places to stay. I do a lot of things.
The average Cuban makes around $20 to $25 a month. Sonia makes $20 a month, but she works in the tourism sector. She receives extra money from tips. Her son, Gabriel, who is finishing his last year in college, also works to provide for the family.
I work as an advisor for the arts. I help medical students that want to take music or art lessons. I find places for them to perform or display their artwork. I help them as much as I can. I also organize music and cultural festivals, all those things.
After the revolution in 1959, the government began a food distribution system that provided food for all Cubans. The system continues today. Every Cuban family registers with their local supply store where they can use their libreta or ration book. With this, families can typically get a small amount of rice, sugar, cooking oil, coffee, salt, bread, and occasionally meat. Milk is given to pregnant women and children under 7 years old.
Amén de que tenemos una libreta y que esa libreta tiene una cuota.
We have a ration book, and the ration book has a quota that is fixed. You can get things once a month, and it saves you money. But after going to get our rations, we need to buy more food because the ration doesn't get you enough to eat. You have to buy more things apart from the ration, a lot more things apart from it, which is why I have to work a lot.
In the United States, food is more abundant and accessible to people. Many Americans are able to put food on the table and have finances to do other things, like have a drink at a bar or go out to the movies. But in Cuba, that isn't the case for the majority. Nidia Alfonso Cuevas, an economics professor at the University of Havana, shares her own experiences.
Si todo lo que yo ingreso lo
If all the money I make I spend on food, what do I have left to go to the theater, to buy shoes? Not because I want 80 pairs of shoes, but shoes to work and shoes to go out. Because of my profession, I have enough money to have a decent life. I don't live badly, but I could live better. For example, on Sunday I could go out to eat, but sometimes that's not possible, and I'm a professional. I think about having a better life, but think about the people that don't have a profession.
Instead of spending money on entertainment luxuries, many Cubans indulge in creative activities or play sports. Clarissa Cintra is retired and lives in Old Havana. She considers her family to be middle class. She lives with her sister, daughter, and her grandchildren in a 3-bedroom apartment. She likes to make dolls for fun and also enjoys sewing.
Vengo llegando aquí sobre mediodía.
I come home midday. When I come home, I open the sewing machine and I start making things. I make purses. I'll make a purse, or sew, or make repairs to clothes. Sometimes I do it for other people, for profit, and it helps the family income.
Sonia, on the other hand, enjoys more relaxing activities with her free time.
I love to watch Korean soap operas. I love it so much. I love to imitate them also because I am a huge fan. I am even part of the fan club. I also enjoy Tai Chi. It's very popular here. It's a type of meditation. I also go to a community yoga class. After work, I always go to yoga because I like it. It's good for your health. I used to have trouble getting up and now I don't. I could go to the beach now and lay on the sand and I can get up on my own, thanks to Tai Chi and yoga.
Cubans living in Havana also like to surf the internet. But using the internet is not an easy task. Cubans must buy a Wi-Fi card from the telecommunications company Etexa. People have to pay $2 an hour to use it, and Wi-Fi is only available in designated areas around the city. With the average $20 monthly salary, it can be costly for a typical Cuban.
To get Wi-Fi, I just go to the park right here, 3 or 4 blocks away. Just a 5-minute walk. On the internet, I research things for my studies. I use Facebook and other Cuban applications. To use the Wi-Fi, you grab your phone, iPad, laptop, and you buy a Wi-Fi card at Etesca, and then you log in and you use the internet till you run out of time. The cards cost 2 CUCs an hour. I go to Wi-Fi not too often because I have Wi-Fi in my university, but people who don't have Wi-Fi at their school are usually there every day. If you go to the park where there is Wi-Fi down the street, you will see everyone using the Wi-Fi.
Despite Cuba's problems, Sonia says the key to living a great life on the island is to focus on the positives.
In every place, there are good things and bad things. What has to happen is that people have to focus on the good things. People should not focus on the bad things because then life would be chaos.